mind turning off that one right there? Somebody in the back, doing sound.
Kyrie, you guys came back from down 17, fell a little bit short. Obviously, there's no moral victories, but what do you take away from the way you guys were able to fight back?
I think we learned a lot about this team tonight, just the way they play, the style of play, what they're going to do down the stretch, just taking notes. That's it. So we obviously wanted to come away with the win tonight, but I'm glad the way we battled.
Quarter when Ben comes out and is aggressive scoring, just what did you see from him, and was anything said to him to switch from how he was playing in the first half where he wasn't necessarily looking for his own shot?
Yeah, he just made a choice. He just made a choice to put his head down and be aggressive for our team, and we need him to do that. Came to the bench and was just encouraging him, as we do every single day. So when he's aggressive like that, being Ben Simmons, then we look very, very good, and gives us opportunities that sometimes we don't get if he's not. So we're just going to keep supporting him and just want to continue to do that.
Kyrie, you talked a lot about how everybody's encouraging and has been to be that guy. What else can you say or do to make sure that the guy that was there in the third quarter is the guy who stays with y'all moving forward?
Just don't lose confidence in him, and look him eye to eye and just hold him accountable. That's what we do every single day. We don't want to duck anything when it comes to us building camaraderie. When I say duck, it just means sometimes confrontation's good, meaning when it happens in the locker room or happens out on the court. Sometimes you guys see it, sometimes you don't. So the encouragement could look in many different ways. We just want to continue to hammer home that our best team effort is when we're all playing well and staying aggressive and just taking the shots that the defense is giving us. So simple ingredients for this basketball game. Don't want to complicate it, but in terms of Ben, we just want him to continue to be aggressive, and when he figures it out, he figures it out. When it clicks for him, it's going to click, and we're going to look even better. So I'm seeing flashes, and I think we're all seeing flashes, and we just want him to keep it up, keep up the good work.
Kyrie, you had that crazy layup to cut it to 4 in the final minute. I don't know if you saw on Iverson's reaction to it, but you able to practice any of that, or is that one of those things where you just kind of have to test it out in the game, and if it works, it works?
Oh, man, I've been working on my game since I was 7, 8 years old, so the first time my dad showed me that layup, though, I was in 8th grade when I was athletic enough to implement it in my game. And since then, I've just been studying my dad, my Uncle Rod, AI, MJ, Cole. They didn't really have some of the elusivity of the smaller guards, but those guys finished well at the rim. So I've just taken notes for some of the greats that have come before me, and I just want to be greater than them. So I know I got to try those moves out there against the best of the best, and it worked against Joel. Maybe next time he blocks it, but that show and go is a special move in my package.
Kevin is obviously such a big part of this team. Are you guys able to kind of say, hey, well, this looks good, and it'll probably look even better when Kevin is back? Or
yeah, I think we're all saying it, man. I think we're all saying it day to day, but that's just not our reality where we can just snap our fingers and have him back. We want him to get him as healthy as possible and, show it to ourselves and to him and our entire organization that we can hold the ship down. So these losses have not been ugly. There are no moral victories. Obviously it's a win-loss league, but I can tell you that, I'd be definitely worried if we were losing by 25 plus or 20 plus or 15 plus. And some of our games have just been due to our mistakes, and I think we can hold each other accountable because we can control those things. So, you see the turnovers in the second, third quarter where they get back in the game. If we can limit some of those, I feel like we'll be in the game.
Hey, to that point, you guys get outscored by 10 in the second quarter, and it's 10-2 in points off of turnovers in that quarter. Was that anything that they did, or was that just you guys?
Yeah, you got to give them credit. I think they definitely played off of our mistakes, and they did a great job of packing in the paint. Joel was in a deep drop the whole entire game, so he didn't come up and contest too many mid-ranges. And when he did, we made him pay. So we got to live with the misses that we had. As long as they were great shots, we'll look at film and move on from now and just get ready for Detroit in like 12 hours. Okay. It's
Thanks, guys.
You gonna say something?
Kyrie, it seemed like tonight was a different before and played in front of tough crowds here, obviously, but tonight seemed to be a different level of intensity tonight.
He's Kyrie too, so he's probably think you're talking to him. Yeah.
It seemed like it was a much higher level of intensity, chippiness, or whatever you want to call it tonight, from crowd, both sides. Is that how you saw it tonight, or was it something that play through that tonight?
Well, it is rivalry week, right? So, it does whenever we have divisional games like that, I know it's going to be tough. And, there is a bit of an edge. We got guys that have been traded to our team, guys that feel like they kind of were put out there and, in the kind of ethos of free agency. So we definitely have a chip on our shoulder. And every time we go against Philly, there's something there. It's not anything outside of competition. It's just when we get on the court, we definitely want to beat each other. And I love those type of environments. And when we come to Philly, we just know what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of chirping, very physical. The refs could be going either which way, and we just got to adjust. So I'm grateful that we got this lesson tonight. Didn't result in a W, but a loss we can definitely learn from and get ready for tomorrow.
Slightly off topic, I just wanted to ask you about, you've been very open in the past about supporting WNBA sisters and whatnot. I'm sure you followed, obviously, with Joe and the flights and so forth. Do you have any thoughts at all, on the idea of WNBA finally, hopefully, trying to be able to get charter flights? And
I mean, as one of the vice presidents in the NBPA, we've discussed, all a range of these things, and I wish it was as easy as getting it tomorrow. But business takes a little bit of patience, and our W ladies have been as patient long enough, so we definitely got to get something done. And I'm with them, no matter how much it costs, per se. I think we can all collectively come together and make something very doable happen. And we just want to have our ladies have peace of mind while they're playing. They don't need to be overseas all the time. They need to be here playing in front of their families every single day doing what we do. So I think it's a lesson learned right now of how we can attack this as a family, because W in the NBA, we're a family. And I think things will be figured out before the season gets started. So I'm very optimistic about that. So shout out to the ladies for stepping up. I mean, they have an unbelievable regime and team, and they work sometimes better than us. So I love them. Yeah, I got you.